What's up, everybody? I didn't really get to tell you about the 6 months that I kind of took away from television and movies last year. I took 6 months away from television and movies because that was my biggest distraction. Like, if you want to call it an addiction, I was addicted to television and movies. And the last 3 months of those 6 months, no social media, no movies, no television. And I took those 6 months to give to God. I was searching for purpose, searching for to really figure out who I was. Because I figured I lived all this life without really knowing who I am, who God created me to be. Because I've tried everything. I've tried these things of making money. I've done the 2 and 3 jobs. I've done everything the world's told me to do. I didn't find meaning. I didn't find happiness. I didn't find anything from it. So I said, okay, I thought about it in this sense. Hopefully, this will be helpful for you. If you have an issue with something within your house, your vehicle, whatever it is, right? That thing that you have an issue with, you're typically going to take it to or call the manufacturer of that thing that has the issue to be able to fix it because they made it, right? So, God created us for a specific reason and purpose, and I never thought once to go to Him to fix me because I felt that I was broken because I didn't know who I was. So, within those 6 months, it's funny as I said, all right, God, I'm going to give you these 6 months. And so, because I said that I was going to give him the 6 months, I had expectations. And those expectations came with like a timing, right? So, I had expectations for him to start revealing stuff to me like right now because I'm giving you these 6 months right now. I need answers right now. And guess what? It didn't work. And it seems like the first like 2 months or so, I'm like, I'm taking this walk with you. I'm really trying to spend more time with you, really discover who I am, and I'm not really getting anything. For what I didn't realize is I just gave up television and movies, but I got heavy on social media even more because I didn't have the television and movies. And I didn't realize that was the reason why I really couldn't hear him. In the word, it says, "Be still and know I am God." And I wasn't being still. I got on social media and started doing that a lot more than even television. So I like double, triple down. And so when I took away the social media and and did that along with the television and movies, that's when he was able to start speaking to me. And I had no idea. In actual reality, I didn't even realize at the time. I didn't realize until after it was over that that's when I started to really hear from him. He started to show me different books and started to just really show me who I was and to give me the confidence in that. And now I can move and operate in a way with confidence and truly knowing who I am compared to just trying to really figure it out. And there's nothing wrong with trying to figure it out. But the way I went about it was it was incredible. He revealed to me, 2 books along the way. One of the books was Joseph and the Way to Forgiveness or the Way of Forgiveness. Just breaks down Joseph's story. And if you're not familiar with Joseph's story, it's in Genesis. And some people know about his story, some people don't. But within this book, I actually did the audio book. It was about 4.5 hours. Um, the author Stephen Mitchells or something, but the story talks about it in a way that's kind of detailed. It goes in depth with the story, and it's some stuff in there that you may think is controversial, but the premises of the story is to help you to forgive, to help you to have better understanding of why you go through what you go through, and how everything you go through can be used and beneficial for later on in a part of your story to take you and teach you the things that's necessary within your life. And that there helped me to really see like some of the things that I've gone through and how they weren't in vain, and how they really helped me and they grew me to be who I am today. That second book was Your Purpose is Calling by Dr. Darius Daniels. It broke down what purpose is, what calling is, and how our purpose is God's purpose. So we don't necessarily have a purpose, it's His purpose, and we're a part of His purpose. So the purpose for us, we all play and have different roles within that purpose, right? And the calling, so the calling is a part of the purpose, but the purpose is the big overall thing, which we have roles. The calling to the purpose is a role as well. So for instance, if the purpose that you play could be teaching children, so could be just helping children, but the calling to that purpose is, could be a teacher, could be a counselor, could be a therapist, could be a coach, could be whatever. Those are the callings. So the calling is the roles, because sometimes the calling changes. That means that the role changes, but it still is a part of the purpose. And there are 3 things that we have to be able to fulfill those. 2 of them we have no choice. God's given them to us, and He gave us the last one to kind of do our own thing. Spiritual gifts, He's given those to us. Natural abilities and talents, He's given those to us. We cannot choose. Those are just God given. But He's given us a third one, which is acquired skills. The acquired skills are like certifications, your education, your degrees, and all those things. We get to choose as many or whatever we want. So that's ours. The book itself can do a lot better than I can with explaining it, but that was kind of what I got from it. And within those 2 books, those books were extremely beneficial in helping me to understand, to see the roles that I play within the purpose, within the calling, and what I'm meant to do for others. Just know that everything you do in life is going to be attached to making someone else's life better. The things that you do are in correlation with making others better. So my recommendation is, if you don't know who you are, you don't know your role, you don't know just your part within society or this world, just to seek it. With those 2 books, those will be great starters. And if, hey, you figured it out, this is not for you, you're doing your thing, you're already living within it, kudos to you. That's great. There's nothing greater than to feel and to know, the part that you play within this world and why you were created. All the time I have, another car conversation. Check you guys out next week.